Hello everyone, before learning these tutorials. This covers many tutorials and courses for students to choose from. This tutorial is about watermelons to Bingsu. Let's start creating the model. Shift A to add the UV spheres model to create the half watermelon. Change the shape of the model. Select the half face of the UV spheres model. Place Shift Alternate and select the lines. Place F to create the face inside. Shift D to copy the UV spheres model. Place I to insert the face inside. Place E to extrude the face down. As the bevel modify, change the segment to 5. As the subdivision surface modify, change the levels in the modified to 2. Move the UV spheres model to assemble the first UV spheres. As the bevel modifies to make it smooth, change the segment to 5. Shift A to add the UV spheres model to create the watermelon seeds. Adjust the model size to resemble a watermelon seed. Shift D to copy the models and set many positions on the watermelon. Hold Shift and select all the watermelon seeds. Select the objects on the top bar. Select the transform and select random transform. Change the values in many box to change the positions of watermelon seeds. Arrange small watermelon seeds to make the positions more beautiful and realistic. Shift A to add the cube model. Select one face and adjust the shape. Place Ctrl R to add the line on the model to adjust the shape. As the bevel modify and change the segment to 5. As the subdivision surface and change level 2. Hold Shift and select 2 lines on the corner. Place Ctrl B to bevel the lines. Place Shift Alternate and select the line. Hold Shift and select the watermelon seeds. Shift D to copy the models and set the watermelon. the watermelon seeds to complete the model. Adjust the model size and rotate it. Shift D to copy the model and set it on the size. Shift A to add the UV Sweetest model. Select the center point and move to change the shape of the model. Shift A to add cylinder's model to create the bowl. Select the top face and place I to insert the face. Extrude the face down. Select the face below and extrude a little. Place it to change the size of the face to small. As the bevel modified. As the subdivision surface and change level 2. Change the segment in the bevel modified to 10. Select the UV Sweetest model and add the subdivision surface. Shift A to add the UV Sweetest model to create the spherical watermelon. Resize immediately and choose where to place it. Copy the models and save it as a prototype for more decoration later. Select all of the model and select the spin tool. Shift D to copy the UV sphere to decorate the bingsu. Shift A to add the circle to create the Sweetest cadence mill pours over bingsu. Select some points and move to freeform. Click right, select Converse to Curve. Change the value in the depth to add the thickness for the lines. Change the size of the lines to balance the others model. Shift D to copy the line and set many on the Bingsu. Change some points to freeform and set on the watermelon. Add the subdivision surface to all the curves to make it smooth. Setting the camera to see all model. Edit some models to make it complete and beautiful. Move some model to set the compositions of all model. Shift A to add the plain models to create the background. Add the solidified modifier to add the thickness. Shift D to copy the planes model to create the tablecloth. Shift D to copy the watermelon seeds to set all the watermelons on Bingsu. Change one scene to shader editor. Add the materials for the bowls and change some values in the principal BSDF. Next materials, add the noise texture. Place Ctrl T to add the mapping and texture coordinate. Change some value in the noise texture. Add the color lamp and connect the principal node. Change the color in the color lamp to green color tone. Add the other color for the watermelon. Correct some materials that may have error. the watermelon materials, as the noise textures and place control T. Shift A to add the color length and change the color. Shift A to add the bump note to the texture. Change some values to more detailed one. As the back materials for the watermelon seeds. As the finished material for the other model. Place Ctrl R to add the line for some model to adjust the face. As the color material for a model. As the materials for the Bingsu and as the noise texture. As the color length and bump note. the finished watermelons material for the model. In the case of Bingsu, the values can be adjusted to your liking. As the checkers texture for the tablecloth, change the colors and values. In the background, you can choose the image texture to add the image for the floor. Shift A to add the area right. Change the powers of the light to 300 watt. Shift D to copy the area right and set the other's position. Slowly adjust the positions and powers of the light. Change the color of the background. Change the texture to a gradient texture. Change the type of the gradient texture. Change some value in the color lamp. The final stage is our model's image render. Finally, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you!